17 top travel tips you should know before visiting France. We put together 17 top travel tips you should know before you visit France. Whether France will be your first foreign trip or your 100th, you can benefit from this travel advice. Well, it doesn't matter how many times because you can never get enough. We're happy to know that you've decided to spend time and treat yourself to a different atmosphere and culture. But we also realize there are some fundamentals that you should know while planning for that trip to France. We don't want you in long lines and missing out on the best experiences. And then the pickpockets and scams. Oh, they are truly dreadful. We made this post because we want you to get the best out of your trip. Here are 17 tips to consider before making that visit to France. Ranging from the best time to travel to the best means of transportation, we've got you covered from all angles. So, read further to know how to make the best out of your lovely trip. We promise that it'll be worth your while. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Best to go in the shoulder seasons. We have noticed that the best time to visit Paris is during the shoulder seasons. By shoulder seasons, we mean just before or right after the peak season, which is summer. This way, you get to enjoy your stay with good weather but without the crowds that come with the warmer season. We have also noticed that spring and autumn present the best times for picture taking, with the cherry blossom season in April and the fall foliage in October and November. They provide the perfect picture opportunities. Lastly, prices are a lot cheaper since they are not peak seasons. Plan where you'll stay long before you depart. There's a high chance that your accommodation would consume the largest portion of your travel budget. So, we advise you to choose your accommodations early enough. Accommodations can always be chosen on personal preference. Most luxury hotels can be found in the 8th arrondissement of Paris, while the budget hotels can be found near the peripheries. Notwithstanding personal preference, we would never advise you to get accommodation close to the airport. Well, unless you're traveling the next morning. Get ready for a walk. Using Paris, like a lot of European capital cities, it is usually best explored on foot. It is through walking that you get the feel of the city and the settlement from the natives' point of view. This way, you also get to see the little details and little treasures that you may have missed on the bus or standing on the metro. Explore with some self-guided walking tours. The best way to explore a city you've never been to is by utilizing all the free walking tours. A lot of companies offer these tours for free, although expecting you to tip at the end of it. You could also search for these tour guides online to have a variety to choose from. Look out for pickpocketers and scams. It isn't uncommon that you'll come across a variety of scams in Paris. It is even more common in often visited tourist areas like the Hôtel de Ville, La Marias, and around Montmartre. These scams range from signing fake petitions to tying a string to your hands. Also, because pickpocketing is quite common, always watch out for your belongings. Try to carry a bag with a zip. Don't wear backpacks on your back or leave valuables close to the top of your bag. Public transportation to the rescue. Why not take the metro and avoid traffic? It's efficient, fast, and affordable. You may want to purchase a carnet if you'll be taking the metro a couple of times. This is a group of 10 tickets, which is cheaper than buying tickets individually. Also, be careful of scams that involve people buying your ticket for you. You should only buy tickets from machines or designated kiosks, and always watch all your belongings closely. Speak a little French. Even though you will encounter a lot of English speakers, it makes you look super cool to try and communicate in the French language. The common myth that French people are rude has been proven false. You should instead try using a few of their words. You can start with hello/good evening, bonjour/bonsoir, thank you, merci, and sorry, pardon. Additionally, you can always get a French phrase book. Go outside of Paris. One of the worst mistakes you can make is to confine yourself to only Paris, France. You should leave enough time to see the small medieval towns, beautiful countrysides among others outside the French capital. You can plan day trips to places like Versailles, the Chateau at Fontainebleau, and the medieval city of Provence close to Paris. But if you're feeling like an explorer, you may consider going to see Meuse and Auvers, which deter from the usual tourist destinations. Drop those heels. To explore a little, you have to get lost a bit. Exploring such a wondrous city like Paris can make you forget just how many steps you've taken. You may even go as high as 20,000 steps a day. You can't do that in heels. So, consider a comfortable pair of trainers or sandals. The city is closed on Sundays. Not surprisingly, like many primarily Catholic countries, a lot of businesses are closed on Sundays. Some businesses do open but for a very limited time. This information is important so that you can stock up the day before in case the store or restaurant is closed. Although, major tourist attractions like the Arc de Triomphe and the Eiffel Tower stay open on Sundays. Additionally, some museums like the Louvre and Musée d'Orsay are usually closed on Monday or Tuesdays. Take your student ID when you travel to France. Worthy of note, a lot of attractions, monuments, and museums allow free entry to persons under 26. Although they must be residents of the EU. Additionally, some other establishments, as well as restaurants, offer student discounts after meeting the requirements. So, be sure to toss that ID in your purse when you're coming out. Remember to sip on that espresso. Sounds a little cliché, yes. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't give it a try. Over the past few years, the coffee culture in Paris has soared. This has resulted in thrilling new openings and lots of delicious coffee. There are also some extremely pretty coffee shops scattered around in the city. Some of them are Le Consulate, Montmartre, Odette, the Latin Quarter, and Café Oberkampf, the 11th arrondissement. So, go grab yourself a coffee and watch the world go by. Try the French cuisine. Aside from the coffee, you must try the cuisine. Paris is seen as one of the best gastronomic capitals in the world. Be sure to eat good quality and fine food. If you're looking for something out of the ordinary, head over to Le Refuge des Fondues. Here you can sip on your wine from a baby bottle. Many meals are vegan-friendly with a meat-free and dairy-free twist. Dress like the French. You may have to leave neon tops and loud colors at home. Dressing like a Parisian entails you switching your wardrobe to more monochrome clothes. Neutral sneakers are good for walking around and it isn't out of place since many Parisians wear them. The French love late dinners. The French tend to eat late. Usually after 8 p.m. but could be as far as 9 p.m. or 3:30 a.m.